Hello and good day to you, my friend. Today we've got some new dragons to hatch, and we also have a Heroes Challenge event to do. So I will be going through that Heroes Challenge and going through some basic tips for any players that are new to them. But first of all, we do have a new Dragon of the Month to hatch, and this is of course the Star Dragon, who is the final dragon as part of one of these quarterly collections. And, you know, he's a Star Dragon, but his egg is very, very dark. Kind of spooky, don't you think? I think it is anyway. But he is a legendary plant and energy dragon, so if you were to ask, you know, should you use this dragon on your team? I would say no, because plant plus energy can be useful, but it's not necessary for a team. But the main reason for getting him is for this Fates of Autumn collection, so we get him, and then we also unlock the new Arcana Dragon. So there we go, we have another new dragon to add, which is going to take us even closer to that 700 that we're after. And so now we only need one more collection, and then it is the final yearly collection, and then that main ultimate yearly reward. But anyway, when a trainer feels overwhelmed by difficulties, the Star Dragon may appear to them, reminding them of every trainer's sacred connection to dragons and the natural world. Very deep, the Star Dragon. Very, very deep. But, you know, one thing I do like about this dragon is just how shiny he is, which is kind of fitting for the star. But, you know, he's got a nice little design. I do like the colours on him quite a lot as well. And I think he does fit the Arcana theme probably a little bit better than some of the other dragons that we've had. So yeah, I would ultimately, rating out of 20 for a cards dragon, I would say like a 7. I mean 7 out of 10. Did I say 20? Why would I say 20? Out of 20, maybe like a 16 or 17. That's closer. So, yes, that's my rating out of 20. Should I just do ratings out of 20 from now on? Either way, look at how cool his... Although he's made of emeralds, his claws, they look like they're made of emeralds. Now, that's pretty poggers, not gonna lie. But there's Laugh. I'm happy that we've got him. And I've just leveled him up to level 20, but I will actually be changing the levels on this dragon and leveling him up more, possibly adding some sigils, because we've got this Heroes Challenge event, which we can only take part in if we have the Star Dragon. And since we just got him, we will be taking part in these fights. So, Heroes Challenge is actually probably my favourite event in DML, which people will be like, what? Why? Why is this your favourite event in DML? Because it's an event where you're not forced to be doing things until like literally the last day or two, and you can just get it done when you've got the prerequisite of the dragon. But of course the reward dragon for this is Familiar, who I missed out on last time, so I'll be very, very happy to finally get him. But in terms of this Heroes Challenge event, you'll see that we've got pretty short cooldowns on each of the battles, and this stays for the entire event. But the DML Wiki does have the full table of the levels that your opponents are going to be at, and it's actually based on your player level, not your dragon level, as to what their level is going to be. So, for instance, up to battle number 6, the opponents all stay at level 6, but then at battle 8 onwards, it becomes different based on the level, or based on your player level. So, I'm in bracket 4 because the highest bracket is level 71 plus, because they put all level 71 plus players in the same bracket for some reason, even though obviously my experience is completely different from most level 71 players. But anyway, so we've got all these battles, and the most important thing is what's the hardest battle. The hardest battle for the highest bracket, the enemies are all level 40 with level 3 skills, and so you'll have to do every single battle in order to get the Familiar Dragon. So in theory, you could level up your own, the Star Dragon, to level 40, or you could level it up to like level 30 something and put some sigils on, add some enchantment stars, and considering level 1 enchantment basically costs nothing, I normally will do at least that, or a couple levels of enchantment, depends on how many legendary mats I have. But unlocking skills is also very, very useful during this, but be aware that obviously if you're unlocking skills, you're not going to be able to use those upgraded ones in the fight straight away. So what I am going to do is I am going to go and enchant him once, like I said. Just because, you know, look at all the mats I've got. There's no reason for me not to. Level 2, I might not because I'm still kind of low on legendary. I say that, I've got 825. But it's like, oof, that'd be pushing it a little bit. Not sure about that. And I've got a decent amount of food, so maybe I'll level him up to level 30 right now. And then we can consider possibly some sigils and such to pop on him. But I don't like having to waste too much food when I'm saving it up for other team members. So it's about trying to finish the event off with the least amount of resources, basically. Or maybe that's just stingy me trying to do that. But that's more or less all that there is to it. Just get your elements and such upgraded. That will help. Which, speaking of which, what elements would we actually want to unlock on him? Probably the plant, which you're probably going to go, I thought you said that plant was really bad. Huh? I thought you hated plant. Wait, where is he? Where is the Star Dragon? I thought I leveled him up to 30. Where the heck has he gone? Oh, it's because they've all got sigils on, isn't it? Oh, for goodness sake. Oh, the ordering. My brain gets messed up with all these sigils on the other dragons. There he is. But yes, we'd have to unlock the plant element as well, which is obviously going to take time, but that's probably the main element I'd go for, although the energy would also be really useful, but the problem with the energy is that you'd have to spend gems on that, and I really don't want to have to spend gems on it, so in the meantime, I would just unlock legendary, and then go for plant in the meantime. Say if I was going to have a rest break between the battles, then come back and unlock that. But you probably won't get them super unlocked by the end of the event on average, so just keep all of that in mind. So it's just going to be raw levels that win most of these fights for you, until you do get those skills a little bit upgraded. But yes, I guess we will pop him in for that legendary ability upgrade. Where is he? There he is. And we can unlock that. That'll be 2 minutes. And that'll be basically in time for the next battle. Look at that. It's timed so perfectly. But anyway, I'm going to continue on with that. In the meantime, I do actually have another new dragon. This was the boy that we purchased yesterday for $2. This is the Inner Dragon as part of that charity event. So I'm going to hatch him. He is only an epic, but he does look very, very pretty. Very, very cute wings, mainly. And I'm a fan of his design overall. Is there another habitat I could throw you into that's not a legendary one? There is. There is. There we go. That's what I was looking for. I don't like to ever clog legendary habitats with non-legendaries. So that's why I always try and put epics into their various elemental-based habitats. So, according to legend, this dragon is a manifestation of the powerful spirit within each of us. It appears in times of distress to remind us to hold our heads high. Your inner dragon is always with you. Very, very cute. So, yes, I guess, I believe that there's an image that describes the different parts of him, and his eyes pierce through you and see what kind of person you are, which is actually kind of scary. But, you know, a very, very cute dragon overall, and he's got fluffy little pawsies. I know they're not paws, but that's what they look like when they're all fluffy. But another new dragon, I'll take it. And plus remember that if you do purchase the bundle for this dragon, the proceeds do go to the anti-harassment cyberbullying cause. So if you do want the new dragon, it's very cheap, and at least the money goes to something worthwhile. You know, one thing about this dragon is he looks like a very long snake. Like, look at how thin his body is. You see that? I'm pretty sure most dragons are a lot thicker with a double C than this. He just looks like a very long snake. His organs must struggle to fit in there, but hey, I guess considering he's got all these other bonuses like bright blue and yellow wings, it has to be one downside. Huh. At least that's my take on it. But yes, we've got him, so there he is hatched, and we will probably never ever remember him again, especially with him being in the middle of all of this. Which, this is just a mess with how many void dragons I've got in the same place, but it's like I go into the void area, I'm like I can't even see anything. There's just too much going on the screen all at once. But One thing I will say is that I have missed my second reset of this event because the EUR servers went down again. And you know, there's only so many times it can happen every single major event before I start really seriously asking questions. Like, normally, oh right, we've already fed up a dragon. Get out, I don't need you, tree dragon. But it's like, I don't get how the server issues are just so bad all the time, and now it seems to be hitting EUR seemingly as much as it did APA, which is very concerning. But yeah, they seriously should start looking at fixing these server problems at some point, because even if the game is only down for, say, half an hour or an hour out of a reset, that may be the exact time frame that players need to log in to do the reset. You know, because we're on such tight scheduling in this game. So it is kind of a big problem when they just, you know, don't have their servers working. I don't know, it's kind of bad. Kind of cringe, even. I wish it wasn't like that, but hey, this is the game that we've had for a while now. Like, can you just fix it, please, Gameloft? Please, please. I know it's not as simple as just, you know, flicking a switch, but please, just fix them. Although, you know, the last two sets of server problems, we did get free compensation. I don't know if I'm going to get it for this one as well, because I have legitimately missed a reset, because basically I was awake past midnight, because my resets are at 12 and 6, and I was awake past midnight, but obviously I was feeling quite tired. I was like, oh, I guess I'll do my DML stuff then, and then server's down. It's like, well, I'm about to sleep, so I guess screw me then. And that's basically it. Screw me. And that's what happened. And considering I really want to try and go for Molim this event, every single reset missed really does hurt. It really does hurt event progress, so I don't know if this evening's worth of downtime is going to get compensated for, but, you know, the compensation's starting to rack up quite a bit at this point. So, yeah, I don't know. That's my hope, at least. It's been going on for months now. And we can't really afford to have it happen so often during these events, unless they just want to keep giving free shadow stones all the time. But that's probably also not a favourable outcome. Unless they do what they did in that other event, where they made the event accidentally impossible and then magically everyone got free shadow stones, like, out of the wazoo. That was pretty good. I remember that. What was it? Was it one of the Divine events? I think it was. Yeah, that was interesting. Anyway, let's continue on with Dragon Board, and we need to roll a double, which... The problem with this doubles quest is it can either take one roll, or it could take, technically, infinite. So, it's not fun. Not fun. We also may end up unlocking Hausk, depending on how this goes. A 6, yeah, that's what I wanted. I wanted that bad boy. So yeah, we're gonna open up another 2 chests here, which if we get anything more than a ×1 out of these chests, we're gonna unlock Hausk. So we'll see. We'll see what we get. ×1. We are so close. We are so very close. There we go. 498. 498, and then we will be able to start working on Molim. But I get the feeling that this doubles quest is going to be a pain. Why do I get that feeling? You ever just get a vibe, and it's like, yeah, this isn't going to be nice to us, is it? And we could go for a 6 on that green, maybe I'll do that. But, yeah, doubles quests, truly, if you've been receiving a lot of them, I feel your pain. They are not fun, and they do not feel fair. There we go. Although, I don't really want to land on these, because if I want to get the purple chest, which I do, I would want to land here, because that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so that is not the set of numbers that I want. So, I am just going to... Why? Why are you giving me such low numbers now? Just land on the yellow! Just land on the yellow! Okay, we got our 6, so now I just want to land on the 1. Just on the 1. Just on the 1. See, this is going to be a waste of currency. I'm not actually even going to step on the tile yet, but stop giving me 6s now! Just a 1! See, this happens to all of us sometimes. There we go. That is what I wanted. Where? The pains of this event sometimes, but either way, we are probably going to unlock House today. I don't want to do it quite yet because we've got other dragons and other new dragons and things to get through. Speaking of which, I forgot to throw that Arcana egg in my hatchery. So there we go, another day and he'll be done. I'll probably wait a day for those two to be finished and then I'll throw in House's egg. Because, you know, I really don't want to clog up the hatchery too much because that will screw me over. So, there is that. But yes, we have lots and lots of new dragons coming in. Our codex is certainly filling up, and I'm feeling pretty good. Will we be getting Glom? Good question. If I get Glom, it'll happen. I'm not going to push for it too hard, especially not in this week's dungeon, because this week's dungeon is pretty bad. Let's hope that the final week's dungeon rotation isn't completely horrific. But we will make our way towards Glom slowly but surely, because we've got Hausk, we've got Merca, it's only Raisk left. So that is my current progression in this, and let's do our final Heroes Challenge battle while we're here. Ooh, a Zodiac Dragon. But yes, the initial fights in Heroes Challenge feel very easy. It's mainly the final fight that can be a pain. So, good luck. Let's hope for many misses from the opponents in this battle here. And I hope that you can get your hands on Familiar if you missed him last time like I did. But anyway, for now, I appreciate you joining me. And until next time, I hope to see you then.